While the world obsesses over AI chatbots, Wall Street is quietly dumping billions into the physical hardware, power grids, and memory chips required to keep those bots online. Today, we are counting down the top 10 stocks on the S&P 500 for April 2026 and the historic supercycle driving them. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing our global market series, and today we are back in the US, looking at the top 10 performing stocks on the S&P 500 for April 2026. The theme this month is undeniable: the AI infrastructure and memory supercycle. Let's dive straight into the countdown. Kicking off our list at number 10 is legacy chipmaker Texas Instruments, up a massive 43%. Wall Street has ignited a historic 17 consecutive session rally in the semiconductor sector. Texas Instruments is surging simply because you cannot build an AI data center without their analog chips and power regulators. At number 9, we have networking giant Arista Networks, surging 44%. The news catalyst here is huge. Arista just aggressively hiked its fiscal 2026 AI revenue target to $3.25 billion. In fact, institutional buy-side demand is so strong right now that the CEO, Jayshree Ullal, just executed a massive $75 million insider stock sale in April, and the stock still hovered near 52-week highs. Coming in at number 8 is Micron Technology, up 47%. Micron is officially racing toward the exclusive $1 trillion club. The catalyst? High bandwidth memory. CEO Sanjay Mehrotra recently confirmed that Micron's entire 2026 supply of HBM, the memory required to run NVIDIA's newest GPUs, is completely sold out. They have absolute pricing power. At number 7 is Monolithic Power Systems, MPWR, ripping higher by 49%. Analysts at Oppenheimer and Wells Fargo just aggressively hiked their price targets on the stock to over $1,600. Furthermore, the hype is so intense that Trada ETFs literally just launched a 2x leverage single-stock ETF tracking MPWR specifically, causing retail and institutional momentum to explode. Number 6 brings us into the core of the data storage boom with Western Digital, also up 49%. Western Digital is acting as the value fortress of the AI boom, focusing on cold storage. To maximize shareholder value, they just authorized a massive $4 billion share repurchase program and successfully offloaded $3.1 billion of their retained SanDisk shares to pay down debt. Breaking into the top 5, we have their biggest rival, Seagate Technology, up exactly 50%. Seagate is riding the exact same hyperscale data center wave. Investors are piling into the stock to capture momentum ahead of their highly anticipated Q3 earnings call scheduled for the end of April, betting that mass-capacity data storage orders will blow past estimates. At number 4 is SanDisk, skyrocketing by 56%. Ever since Western Digital spun SanDisk off as an independent company last year, it has been an absolute rocket ship. The catalyst is a technical process called AI checkpointing, where massive AI models must constantly save their progress. This requires SanDisk's high-octane flash memory processing speeds, and investors are rewarding them with a massive premium. Entering the top 3, we have ON Semiconductor, surging 59%. Despite facing some margin compression earlier in the year, ON Semi just hit new 52-week highs. Wall Street is completely ignoring short-term headwinds because ON's exposure to EV power management and AI data center efficiency is simply too valuable to ignore in the current macro environment. At number 2 is AMD, surging a jaw-dropping 71% in less than a month. The verified catalyst? TSMC just reported a record 45% year-over-year sales increase, confirming that demand for data center GPUs is nowhere near slowing down. Combined with recent AI tariff carve-outs for hyperscalers, AMD is capturing billions in cloud infrastructure spending. And finally, the number 1 performing stock on the S&P 500 for April 2026, Intel, up a mind-bending 87%. The catalyst here was a historic short squeeze and earnings blowout. On April 24th, Intel reported first quarter revenue of $13.58 billion, utterly crushing estimates. The story here is Agentic AI. Wall Street assumed GPUs were all that mattered, but the new wave of autonomous AI agents requires massive amounts of central processing power. Intel's data center division jumped 22%. They issued incredibly upbeat guidance, and the stock posted one of its biggest one-day gains in 50 years. Intel is officially back. So the next time you hear about the AI software boom, don't forget to look at the physical memory, storage, and power management companies making it all possible. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments. Are you buying the legacy comeback of Intel or sticking with AMD? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.